guys, it's Cardboard Rhino and welcome to this Christmas special episode. Christmas and gifts are not only to please the people around us, but primarily they give us an opportunity to convince them to start playing board games already, so that they get hooked and we have more people to share our addiction with. So if you also want to convert people to liking board games, I have a top 20 for you divided into 10 categories of different types of targets so you can get the right games in front of the right people. One great thing about picking smaller board games apart from the fact that they're cheaper, is that they can fit anywhere. So it's so much easier to trick people into playing. Any game from Oink Games that make gorgeous minimal designs could be a great gift. I recommend Troll, in which you need to steal the most jewels from the troll by bidding the number that won't get you busted. You have to read the opponent's facial expressions so that you can anticipate their moves and see if you can afford to be greedy and double your bid. Another great option for the minimalists is Welcome To. In Welcome To, you just need a pen to start fitting house numbers in your neighborhood with swimming pools, parks, and fences. Players play all at the same time, on their own pace, and flip 3 cards each time and try to make the best combo as an aspiring architect. Cosmic Encounter is now a classic, and it's all about alien politics. Players take turns trying to establish colonies in other players' planetary systems using their special alien powers, force, cunning, and lots of diplomacy. The alien races cards are literally out of this world awesome. In Cash and Guns, players try to divide their loot, and as true mafia bosses, they threaten each other with these foam guns. The Godfather can dictate to one person to change their target. Only players who did not just get wounded can enter the loot division, and in general, it's a game that will make a big group of people come alive and enjoy the true gangsta life. If you've seen a Jenga somewhere in their living room, or they like the ice hockey thing with the chips, here's 2 dexterity games that they will definitely love. In Clask, you move a magnetic piece under the board and try to put your ball in the opponent's hole. I'm referring to the hole on the board. You have to avoid also these white bumps because they stick on your piece, and with some practice you can enjoy thrilling matches or even Clask tournaments with your friends. In Junk Art, you make art from junk pieces and do exhibitions in different cities. In some games, you want to make the highest structure or be the last man standing after all the other buildings have collapsed, and it also offers lots of possibilities to sabotage your opponents. But maybe your target just wants action and things happening all at the same time. In Kitchen Rush, you have 4 rounds of just 4 minutes in which you experience the rush and high pressure of working in a restaurant. Before the time runs out, you need to take orders from customers, prepare their dishes, serve them on time, clean up, and make sure you can pay your employees and all your expenses. If this doesn't look challenging enough, you can add the delicious expansion Piece of Cake and enjoy the madness to its fullest. In Captain Sonar, you are part of a submarine crew and you have a special role like engineer or radio operator. Of course, opposite you, there is another team playing simultaneously, trying to intercept your communication and find your location on the map so that they can launch an attack. Cooperation and synchronization is key in this game, as well as keeping your cool during this underwater odyssey. If your target likes talking a little bit too much, maybe a game about words and associations would be perfect. Plus, depending on the role, they might have to keep quiet for a little while. In Decrypto, you try to crack the code of the other team while avoiding miscommunication with your own team. The connections revolve around 4 words that only your team sees, and it's a game that will shine some light to the mysterious and unpredictable ways your friends' minds work. Similarly, in Codenames, you have a grid of words and 2 teams. One player from each team tries to associate as many words as possible from the words in their agenda with just a single word. The rest of the team tries to find those words from the grid before the opponents without stumbling upon the wrong ones. If your target is into thematic stuff or they watch TV series non-stop, then maybe they'll appreciate a game with lots of plot twists and action. Colt Express is a Western-themed party game where you're trying to pull off a robbery on a moving train. Each player programs their moves for the round, and then they all get performed in player order. So you might find your hero punching in the air with no one around, get a money bag of a wagon that someone else dropped, or bump into the sheriff and have to move up on the roof. In Burgle Bros, you cooperate with your group to carry out a dangerous heist. You want to crack the code of the safe, you move from floor to floor, visit rooms with different special events, and you use your stealth to not get caught by the guards. It's simple, fast-paced, and will give you an adrenaline rush. This game has a Rhino. In Rhino Hero, players need to construct a building of cards and build all their roof cards to win. Of course, the Rhino is gonna want to climb that building and sometimes cause spectacular collapses. Or for even younger targets, there's a Rhino Hero version where you get to fly your hero around in a complete circuit with some slime balls on. And if your target kid likes penguins more than rhinos, there's Ice Cool. This is a flicking game where penguins get fish running through doors or catch the other penguins when it's their turn to be the catcher. You can flick them in a straight line, make curves, and also jump over the walls. For targets that love to touch things, Azul, the king of abstract games, will convince them with its enticing beauty and these delicious tiles with which you try to score points from combos, lines, and columns. There's also two more gorgeous games in this line, Summer Pavilion and Stained Glass of Sintra. Santorini is an abstract game set in the well-known beautiful island of my country, to which I haven't been yet, and you move and build, trying to go on the top of a 3-level building before anyone else. You can place domes to prevent others from jumping on, and you can use the various powers of the gods for more replayability and quirkiness. Fox in the Forest is a trick-taking game for 2 players that rewards you for being humble and punishes you for being too greedy. Fairy characters such as the fox and the witch have special abilities that let you change the trump suit or lead even after you lose a trick. It's a small yet clever game, and there's a cooperative version as well you might want to check out, Fox in the Forest Duet. Spicy is a bluffing card game that will make your target's face change as many colors as there are on these cards. There's numbers from 1 to 10 and 3 suits, pepper, chili, and wasabi, and the goal is to get the most cards by either bluffing under the radar or revealing the bluffs of others. But there is a catch. You have to guess every time whether the bluff was on the suit or on the number, which can be very, very tricky. Ticket to Ride is one of the best-selling board games in the world for a reason. It's fast and engaging with the simple idea of creating a route on a map by getting the right tickets. You can play it with literally anyone, and you can find an edition of it like this one here of London that will suit any possible target. Quacks of Quedlinburg is as exciting as much it has a quirky title. Very. You play a quack making a potion, buying ingredients to throw in, but always running the risk of exceeding the amount of cherry bombs and have your pot explode in your face. It's an addictive and thrilling experience that can be enjoyed by almost anyone. And that was it for this year. I hope I covered all the possible categories of targets. Let me know in the comments what gifts you're getting your loved ones this year and if the conversion is working. Thank you very much for watching, and Merry Christmas!